We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready, set. Seven Pirates. Thompson
Robinson throwing right away. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And now an audible here into something else. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
First down, here's Thompson Robinson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here's second and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. You look at the defense for these Texans. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Okay, break. Big Lion.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Here now, a 3rd and 20. Now Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Play action. Now Thompson Robinson rolling to his right. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 on the ball. On the ball. Go.
Play action. Stroud now. He finds his man. Complete. That's long. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
Right there.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky. The risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Browns.
Go.
Throwing. Thompson Robinson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go. It's Gibson. Well, Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Thompson Robinson steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
They've gotten up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks him backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the counter, Gibson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
To the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Go, Reed.
Stroud on third down now. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a while.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot, puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Stroud looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Ready, ready.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Warrior 17. Panther 11. Panther 11. Panther Street. Panther Street.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Go. Hustle.
1st and 10. Thompson Robinson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check match. Check match.
Shotgun handoff to... And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game plan, and only if they manage to win the game.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Texans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, but how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10.
Hurt.
Stroud to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Warner. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And his kick is absolutely perfect. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Thompson Robinson now. Into the hands of London. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And quickly they get to the line. Thompson Robinson now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Taken in at the 22. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
79 Broncos. Go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Come 19! Come 19!
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. On 1st down, Thompson Robinson. This pass caught. It's Woods. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And the Browns first down.
Ready! Drop 50!
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Ready!
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 18 rattle.
Thompson Robinson now. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Narrow. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Thompson Robinson looking for the out route, and he's got more. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, man, Bronco!
Mixon is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's Stroud, and this one too low.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Martin Emerson, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. Throw left side, there's London. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Thompson Robinson off of play action. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And oh my my goodness. Here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On 2nd down, Thompson Robinson. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. Flush to him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Ready, break. Warriors, 70. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Thompson Robinson here from the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
Here's Stroud. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud under pressure. They got him again. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Stroud here on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
On the bootleg, here's Thompson Robinson sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
The Texans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stroud will look to throw once more. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And Stroud now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Texans. From 10 yards out. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. It's complete, but he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell it into their chances as this stays a 3-score game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Come on.
The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Let's go now.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very...
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
There he goes left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
75 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Touchdown!
Drake London.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Browns 33, Texans 9. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next.
And now the rookie's free.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Texans 17.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jelani Woods, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stroud working out of the gun. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Come on, come on. Set.
That's out quickly to London.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
22-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
2nd and 6. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this.